Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to the version 5.6 special program. It's called Paralogism. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it looks very pretty, very fun. I actually thought that this picture would be a picture of Jean. Yesterday when I saw a post about it, I saw Mondstadt characters and I was extra excited, but I guess, that is like a promotion, but maybe this is the main. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to find out what characters are going to be released, what events we're going to have, everything. In the live chat, we have Antonio, not me, is leaving us. So forget I said his name. Hunter just subscribed. Cell is here. Modru, Booty, Adam, welcome Adam. Thank you for the sub as well. Espada is here. Mike is here. Shout out to Cherry, Dark Shadow, anyone who couldn't be here because of work or other engagements. Jared the cat. And it's Prem Uwu. Okay, so I'm ready to see. I have not been keeping up with my Genshin as best as I could, but I've been keeping up with, well, Zenless mostly. Starrel as much as I can, and the Genshin, I'm caught up with the story. It's just that I've been slacking with building my characters and doing Abyss and other events and stuff. So, and I'm playing Nikki, and my progress there is so slow. But I did get Little Mermaid yesterday. She's a new character, so I'm really happy about that. I'm also playing Persona 5. And I'm so close to the end of Baldur's Gate 3, but I have a bad feeling about that last fight. Like, I don't think I can do it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So are you guys excited? The Shining is also here. I was just telling the live chat that our Waifu Wars game on the Discord server is resetting on the 1st. And Jordan claimed this character yesterday. And I saw a post about how I think her voice and the voice of some other characters are K-On! Girls, like the voice actors from K-On! So there's 4 out of 5. So we literally just need one more VA from K-On! In Genshin, and then we'll have like the whole set. So that's exciting. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm prepared for English, prepared. I know it's coming. I play the game in Japanese, so I always get surprised when I hear English. Not that there's any English VIs are good, but when you drink, you imagine if you want to take a big swig of milk and suddenly you drink orange juice. Like, if you expect milk and you get orange juice, even if you like both of those things, it'll still be shocking to you, right? You might spit it out, be like, what? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Japanese. Well, that's a nice surprise. Oh, right, I did hear there was some stuff that happened. It's Shokugeki no Fu. What? Ooh. Does she have a tail? Or what was that? She has a tail? Kind of reminds me of that new Zenless character with the... This is like Sanji's daughter. Oh, he's also playable, right? Wow, nice eyes, Aoife. Very handsome, very stylish. Very elegant. Oh, cute! Oh, Sasuke. For a second I was like, what? 参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。真の偉大なり蛮族滅びよ。
What was in the last event that I skipped? What?
それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕を面倒に向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
With the instruction to.
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ。想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
This reminds me of that mini game. Ah, team up! It's gonna be cool to see them fight together.
何をしたんだ。殺人事件。ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。
No!
正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら。
I'm sad. I'm worried.
なぜ罪のない人を。どうして。
It's all a misunderstanding.
人が襲撃にあって。これはレムリアが戦争。
Nouvellette was stabbed. A drug.
諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり、被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お？なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
Man, they keep teasing this character. He's been teased for a long time, right? Let me just check. Audio. Was the audio a bit soft? So I apologize about that. If it was, is this better? Dahlia? Where? Ah, these people that know lore. I need to remember to claim this. That got dramatic fast. At first it was all fun and games and cooking, and then very suddenly it got very serious. Since the beginning of the game, Dahlia. Oh, you mean Varka? Yes, he's been teased for a long time. It's kind of dangerous to do that because then the expectations are so high for so long. Oh, look who it is! Look who it is!
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program.
Oh.
I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Varessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today.
Varessa looks so perfect in chibi.
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Hey.
Oh, cute.
Your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech.
Whoa.
It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
That's so
But
cool.
it looks so much like a tail.
It does.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay. That
I
seems
got
a
that
little
vibe
extreme.
for sure.
Yeah,
She
I
reminds me
think
of
so
Carlac
too,
a little bit.
Honestly,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
why.
much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile.
Does it have the same accent?
Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow. Exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she
Look
gets
how
completely
cute
lost in the
she is.
flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
That is
I
typical
promise
chef
Escoffier
behavior.
is actually very well mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection
Definitely
from herself too.
Sanji's
Because
daughter.
that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Hi, Rodriguez.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Okay. That feels like a personal call out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
All spectrum
here.
multi-use cooking mix.
Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now.
Whoa,
but
that's
all will be
cool.
revealed in
That makes her
Escoffier's
that much
story quest.
cooler.
Treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
She looks cute.
Special guest. Nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it.
Wait, I didn't see the...
Escoffier wields
the Japanese
cryovision
VA.
and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she
You'd
can
think
reduce
because
their
she
resistance
cooks,
to hydro
she'd
and
have
cryo
fire,
damage.
right?
The more hydro
But
and
it's the
cryo
opposite.
characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay. So it looks like the enemies
But
here
freezing
aren't
is also
actually
really
frozen,
important
but
in
the
cooking,
resistance
so it
reduction
makes
still
sense.
takes effect.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that we have
really
Shang Ling
important.
for fire
As long as her
cooker.
elemental skill or
Fire
burst
chef
hits
and
an
then-
enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow,
Oh.
so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier is not just a
I
support.
love freeze
She can
teams.
dish out damage as well.
I love
with
freeze
an actual
teams.
dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character
Does
and
she have a
periodically
trident?
fires projectiles
No, it's a
at
giant
nearby
fork.
enemies, dealing cryo damage.
Is it a fork or a trident?
So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party,
Whoa,
dish out
that's a very
damage,
cool
and heal. Wow.
weapon for
Sounds like she's pretty
Fontaine.
versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent,
And the
she has
Escoffier is
another
such a
ability
nice
that
name.
really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa.
I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah. And plus, she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for
I need
Escoffier
screenshot.
and Navia. A new 5-star polearm,
I wanted to
Symphonist
screenshot.
of Sense, will be featured on the weapon.
Go, show
banner.
me again.
Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half.
Oh, he's a
banner.
4-star.
No way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
No way, bro.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence. The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph?
Naruto has that voice. Naruto!
Oh wow! No way, bro! What? You little...
Booty, did you know that? That one character has Sasuke's VA with Naruto as his buddy.
Dare you? You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao! His wisdom is wasted on you. No way, bro. See you later. Huh? Ah!
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a how.
Kakuku!
Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Okay.
Hang in there,
Yes,
bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kakuku
Is
is
it?
just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to
No,
add
I
him to our
didn't!
parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked,
That's on
Jane.
me.
Absolutely. As
When
most of
did
you
we
probably
meet
know,
him? In the
Aoife
event
is a
that I
Saurian
didn't
vet
do?
from the Flower Feather Clan.
Mm-hmm.
In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that.
He's a vet.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already.
I
like
love
how
that.
he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kenichi took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah.
I
don't
feel like
see why not.
that was
Plus, if
like
it was
a
an emergency,
like a hint.
Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I
Maybe-
mean, I heard the Flower Feather Clan is known for riding kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right?
Dangly.
But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome.
Whoa, that
Oh,
is
and while we're on the
cool.
subject, if there are any travelers who
Whoa.
haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah,
Wow.
I see that.
Well, hopefully I can get
Although
him,
it
but I
looks
have
more
no
like
wishes.
Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps
Is
him
he
out in
healing
combat.
Valin or
With
Nuvile?
Aoife's elemental
Maybe
skill,
Nuvi
Kakuku
because
lifts him into the air,
he's gonna
giving
get
him
stabbed,
an aerial
right?
advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal animo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So, what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his field medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works
like the
well with
music.
characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus,
My hair
in
is
areas
broken.
with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use. His kit seems really intuitive.
A
and
cook,
he helps
a
with
vet.
exploration.
I love.
feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be.
Oh, look at the little wings most of the time. It's so cute.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane, let's
need
this
a
is where we should
streamer
wrap this part up, I
character.
think, because travelers can search for
We
their
have
own
that in
answers to
Star
this
Rail.
in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in
And I feel
Fontaine?
like the
Is it because
photograph
of a
girl is
festival or something?
getting
Not a
close
festival,
in
an
Genshin.
amusement park
What's her
organized
name,
by Navia
Charlotte?
and the Spina di Rasula.
Ooh.
Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event.
She's a journalist.
But it's not all
I meant.
veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kaniche and Risley to cross paths.
Ooh!
Saurian hunter and a prison
Real
warden.
Thisley.
Sounds like a fun pairing.
I say that. I
Yeah,
say
right?
real Thisley.
I actually have a
Don't
few
judge
sneak
me.
peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kaniche? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh.
Ura, 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 ura!
Hey, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and
Ura,
see.
ura, ura!
Anyway,
come
I
on.
wanted to point out there
Has
are
to
two
be.
dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I can't even picture it, but I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust
yeah,
me,
I need to
there
do
are
a shenanigan.
always makes me laugh.
Look at Ahau
Now,
with
on
the
to the
cup of
actual
tea.
amusement park. Let me
I
give you
also
some
have
background.
tea.
It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operation.
It's so weird,
Oh,
kind of, to see
Pauline is back.
Kenichi and...
Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
The
Come on
Pimpolini.
board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't
Her,
run it into the ground?
the beginnest
Well, if the
beggar
traveler
that
agrees
ever
to come
begged.
on board,
Oh,
Lapine
the
Pauline
most,
might
the
be in a better
beggingest
position.
beggar that ever begged.
So this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business
She
cycle,
had some line
travelers
like
will
that.
need to allocate their
I
precious
didn't-
funds and action points to the
I
most
didn't do
important
it.
tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef
I don't even think-
Escoffier to run
I
the
did
park's
react
theme
to the last
restaurant.
live,
The dishes
but
she creates can give you unique management buffs.
I'm just struggling
so
to keep
don't
up with
miss out.
leveling my
Absolutely.
characters.
You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades,
Need to make time
visitors
for
can
Genshin
experience
streams again.
unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces where you have to
Whoa.
use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to
It
try
was
them
very
out
brief when
and
you get the
create a
camera lens a
standardized
year
strategy
ago,
guide
but
for
it was
each one,
meme in the
so that
sum.
visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
I don't have to resist pulling.
And
I have
travelers
nothing
can
to pull
also
with.
add an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors.
But it's
and
okay, I have so
increase
many
revenue.
characters
And
that I need
travellers
to
can
build. There's
also
no point in
recruit
getting
some
new ones
familiar
right now.
faces to help run the park. Among the recruits are
I have
Fontaine
Varesa.
companions and friends from other nations
So I'm done.
too.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo
Yay.
Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense.
Okay. Wait,
travellers. In the
wait.
second half of version 5.6,
okay,
we'll
yes,
have
okay.
returning event wishes for Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
It would be funny if Sotos arrived
Plus,
right
the
now.
Chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your pulls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
I don't have to write down the redemption code, right? Because cute. Wait, I wanted to see something. I have my game keys. My newest character that I have to add to my collage is Casteris. I got her very late, Kitty, after losing 50-50. But I've got all the characters that I need, truly. Wait. Okay. But yeah, I need to add my Casteris here. How can I zoom out? That's very annoying. See, this is going over where I need to zoom in and out. It doesn't want to disappear, the start bar. So anyway, so as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 full pages of Genshin characters. And none of these are built.
Of flowers,
And all of them
now
should be built.
shrouded in unease.
Who that?
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers
haven't
to
even
these
once
questions and more in the version 5.6
done that new
Archon Quest.
whatever it's called.
Nice voice.
Nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo. So the situation is
Innocent
serious.
until proven
I'm
guilty.
sure Hertha is just
But that's what
trying
the
to do her
trial is
job
for,
and
right?
uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Yeah.
In court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Avonius, which makes sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon
Oh,
of the Church
that's
of Favonius,
Dahlia.
so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy.
Ooh.
Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's also friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice.
Ooh.
But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Barker has been on an expedition for a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her.
Wow, this connects a lot
Wait,
of big names.
Could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow.
Oh, this is
This
exciting.
is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything
Very
to
Harry
defend
Potter.
Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay.
It reminds me of
Then let's
the
take a
second
look
Harry
at what
Potter
awaits
movie.
them.
Man, this makes me want to play right now. After the stream, I'm gonna log in and do a little bit of exploring before I start Black Lagoon. Whoa, nice animation.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over
design.
the second phase.
Nice
One wearing a blue
animation.
hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves.
Oh,
As
Alice
for
in
the
Wonderland
second phase of the trial,
reference. True,
Let me
true.
offer a quick piece of advice.
Wait,
The boss has
Where
some
did we do Triss
extremely
and Alice in
powerful
Wonderland?
attacks, but
I remember
these
the Thai
reactions
tea.
can help you
I
create
remember
an
painting the
opening.
roses
Maybe
red.
jot that one down for later.
I remember the
travellers.
smoking caterpillar.
So we know there's murder.
Oh, the
an
Queen of
attack on
Hearts!
Mondstadt,
No,
a
wait, that's
Hexen Circle
cards.
trial. But we have no idea how all
Where's
of this
chess?
is connected.
Isn't
seems
that
like there's a lot for
Cards though,
travellers
the
to
Red Queen, the
uncover.
Queen of Hearts.
You know, if you think
But
about
maybe,
it, First
yeah, I
Land
get
had
what
a
you're
crisis
saying.
with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces
An
we've encountered
adventure!
before. or what we can expect on the road
Answers
ahead.
an adventure.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Teyvat.
Yeah, and then
Oh, I
travelers
haven't
can
ever
give
read
us
Alice
all
in
the
Wonderland. I've
answers.
just watched the movie, the
Yeah.
Disney one.
I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay.
I'm gonna ask
The
Hunter
key to
for a
success is
latte.
really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or
Can
maybe
I
even
have
bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you
an
know what
iced
you're doing,
latte?
you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen
I want to
offensive
look at my
lineup to
schedule and
outmaneuver
find
their
out
strategy.
when am I gonna
The
have
side
time
that
for
breaks
these.
the opposing formation
When is the
first,
update?
or
Do
makes
we know?
greater progress within the time limit wins.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay.
Farissa!
Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan character skills at your disposal.
Yeah, but
So
I don't
the
know how
goal
to
is
use
collect
half their
as many
skills.
coins
Like
as possible
Kinich,
to
I don't have
secure
him, so
victory.
Nice, bro.
I always just
So,
scream and
this
press all
next
the
event
buttons.
is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems.
May 7th.
I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety
Have
of
I?
different situations.
Have I?
But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions.
Oh, that's
The event
cool.
is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be
Haven't
added to
played
the card
in a long
shop, so
time.
check it out if you're interested.
I love that at the
Travelers
beginning.
Can also look forward to new character and action cards
But with
added
what
to
time?
regular mode.
Nice.
So let me just
More
quickly
food for
add
the card
here
sharks.
May 7th.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Please go away, start.
So in addition to the
Please
character
go
and action
away.
card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah,
May
and during the
7th,
match, there's
a
now
Wednesday.
a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character
Genshin
enhancement and
up-
replacement. So the gameplay should be
Day.
even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system
Tells us I wish
optimization
TCG had a
and cool
standalone
collabs.
app.
See
Yeah,
you
I
on
would
the
be able
other
to
side,
play more
travellers.
easily. Because I already have difficulty finding the time to because all my games I play on my phone except Genshin. I need to be here. So I'm already struggling to find time to sit here when I'm not streaming and to play and to update my or level up my characters. So if I'm gonna be here, I'm not gonna have time for TCG. So I have a Genshin update put there, but I still need to do a bonus Tuesday stream early next month because I need to finish Star Rail story. I have probably 6-7 hours of that left. So there's a lot to make time for. I think I might be able on Fridays to do some extra hours a few times. But Fire Force makes it so difficult because it comes out at an odd...
Welcome back.
Welcome.
It comes out late.
Let's jump right into system optimizations.
10
Travelers
hours!
provided feedback for the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginary.
I have 10 hours of Star Rail to still get through.
Confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details
Do you
page
guys
a
wanna?
lot more intuitive.
Because I feel like I want to
It
start
should make it easier
scheduling in
for
the
travelers to
meantime.
make
Look,
strategic level up decisions.
because like the lost.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available.
This
for
is where I am
completing the
in
Star
Star
challenges
Rail.
in the new season of the Imaginary
Light slips the
Theaters
gate,
that begins
shadow
on
greets
June
the
1st.
throne.
You know what would be nice?
So then I reacted
A
to trigger
restart
stuff,
button after the final act.
Genshin and Star Rail
As it
stuff.
stands right now, finishing the final
Zenless
act
stuff.
takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be.
You have to
such
start
a
playing the game
bummer.
right now.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well. So, a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be
Saturdays off for
long
DBZ.
Yeah.
On the
I
days
mean,
that
it's
I'm not
understandable. It's
reacting to
important for
Apothecary
travelers to have all
Diaries.
the details.
So every second
But it's
Saturday
also
I'll have
easy
a
to
few
get
hours
bogged
for
down in the
games.
weeds, so this is something the dev team
3rd
has
of
been working
May,
on. Starting in version 5.6,
17th of
the
May,
descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new
and the
characters will be
31st of
optimized
May.
to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice.
I've seen you say that in the Discord cell.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Our next optimization
But it's
is
so
for the
worth
treasure
it, though.
compass. Travelers provided feedback that
The
while
story is
attempting
so
to
good
complete
in
Natlan's
Star
warrior
Rail.
challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian
I'm gonna roll
fragments,
M
which
to
you can
see
use
if I
to
can
unlock tribal secret spaces.
roll a
right?
Genshin
It would be
character.
nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Yeah,
Weapons have
me.
also been optimized. Starting
I'm
in
not
version
even there.
5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
Out of
That's
game
right.
news.
First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2
Charlotte
limited
Tilbury?
edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
Whoa, that's cool. Wait, I'm not done. I'm rolling. What is Charlotte Tilbury? Like makeup and perfume. Just skip meals on Tuesdays and play Genshin story quests until you finish them all. Skip meals? Psh, who do you think I am? Would you tell Varesa to skip a meal? Yeah, there's a lot of Zenless story quests I need to do too. Wow. Mona is so the perfect character to do this collab with. Airbrush. That's not gonna be here. They're not gonna have this in South
But
Africa.
I have even more news. In addition, Genshin
So why are you
Impact's
showing me
third
something I
Natlan
can't get?
OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah. The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
Wow.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the
Ping.
information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery.
I am just so excited to build my
progress
my
on the
Vika
chessboard.
and my
I can't wait
Veressa.
for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up,
Yeah, she looks
Aoife is finally
amazing.
playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side. But the mini games are always so fun and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope
Yay!
it
New
brings with it new
adventure!
friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. Well, and with that, all there's left to say is,
Bye.
see you in game, travelers. Bye.
Now let's go. I'm gonna play the
See
game
ya.
right now. I have 30 minutes to an hour. Oh, the song of the welcome. Stay tuned on April 30. Today is the 25th. Cell says Varka and Hexen. Woo! Can't wait. Thanks for watching. Aw, no ending scene. But that was great. I really look forward to more Mondstadt things because it truly is where we all got started. Whether you started playing the game a year ago, 2 years ago, at the very beginning, everyone got started in Mondstadt. So I can't wait. But I'll end here and then I'll just log in to Genshin and level up my Mavika, but do some and see how few wishes I have, cry about that. And then, like I said, it looks like I'll have time for games on the 3rd of May and the 17th and the 31st. So after my DBZ those days, I'll probably end up playing some games. But at the very least on the 3rd, it has to be Star Rail. And I don't know. I have 10 hours of Star Rail to catch up with. Zenless, I play on Fansly. I do gaming on there on Wednesdays. And the Genshin is kind of like in a ambiguous zone. I don't know how to. You just need a 48-hour gaming stream to catch up. No. I don't like binge watching anime most of the time. For me, 6 episodes is already a lot, and I've been doing like 8 of Dragon Ball Z sometimes. But that's still only 4 hours. Even 8 episodes of DBZ only takes me 4 hours, and that's a binge for me. So playing games for longer than 5 or 6 hours at the go, it'll be too much. It won't sink in anymore, I think. Although I think I've done 8-hour Genshin streams. You've sponsored a few. So that might be my limit with games. Actually, no, I think I can push it up to 10, 11 hours. Maybe 12. But no more than 12. 12 would be my limit. And I don't know when I would be able to do that kind of stream because I have so many anime to react to every weekend. And I would make more progress in my games on Wednesdays because I play 5 hours every Wednesday. But because I'm doing a little Zenless, a little a little Zenless, a little Persona 5, Baldur's Gate 3. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 for over a year and I'm only now right at the end. And plus Nikki, I have been making so slow progress on Nikki, like 45 minutes a week. But it just means that there's that much more fun to be had. So I'll make time for it. And yeah, this live stream definitely made me feel like I need to play some Genshin right now. So I'm gonna go do that. Bye.